back, my dear friends, to the 129th solo episode of Living Without Fear. I'm Esther Buerki, your host from Switzerland. I'm so grateful that you're here with me today, listening with an open heart. You know, I always want to share with you my most personal stories, the ones that don't always look shiny on the surface, but carry within them the deepest lessons. Because I truly believe that when we open up about our own struggles, we give others permission to be real too. So today I want to share again something very personal with you. It's a topic I hesitated to speak about because it feels so vulnerable, so raw, and yet I know that speaking about it might touch some of you deeply. For the past 7 years, I've been single, a single woman, a single mom, walking through life without a partner by my side. And I want to say this right at the beginning. These years have been sacred. They have shaped me. Because in the past, I was always in a relationship, always seeking love, approval, and validation from the outside world. It was as if my worth depended on whether someone loved me back. But these 7 years alone, they forced me to turn inward, to stop running, to look inside and finally meet myself, to discover that love must first grow from within. It was a long process, but a beautiful one. I needed this time. It was my training ground for self-love. It taught me that I am whole, even when no one else is holding my hand. And for a long time, I felt completely fine being single, until something shifted. At the Tony Robbins event in Germany, sitting in this huge arena, surrounded by 12,000 people from all over the world, I suddenly had an awakening moment. I realized being single wasn't just about me anymore. It was also about the two most important people in my life, my sons. Why? Because as a mother, I am their role model. And whether we realize it or not, our children absorb everything we show them. The way we love, the way we argue, the way we give or don't. It all becomes part of their inner image of what love is supposed to look like. And as I sat there in that arena, watching Tony Robbins working with a lady single like me, I suddenly had tears running down my face because I realized what kind of role model had I been. I didn't have a healthy relationship with their father. I criticized him openly when the boys were small and even later. After our divorce, they saw me in two relationships that didn't make me happy. I thought I was showing them something different, something better, but in truth, I wasn't. And that realization hit me hard. Because if I want my sons to believe in love, if I want them to build healthy families of their own, I have to show them something new. Not only for myself, but for them, for their future partners, for their future children. What I heal within myself will ripple through generations. And then another image appeared in my mind, my future grandchildren, children who are not even born yet. And I thought, what will they inherit from me? Will they inherit the armor of a woman who shut her heart to protect herself? Or the openness of a woman who dared to love again, even after being hurt? That moment was powerful because I suddenly understood that every choice I make becomes part of my family story. And I want that story to be one of love, not fear. For many years, I carried the badge of being the strong woman. I told myself I didn't need a man. I could do it all, raise my children, pay the bills, carry the weight. I became both mother and father. I carried so much masculine energy that there was no space left for a truly strong, loving man to enter my life. And if I look back, I can see how this pattern started long ago. My father wanted me to be intelligent, rational, emotionally strong, the opposite of my mother, who suffered from low self-esteem but carried a lot of masculine energy herself. As a teenager, I promised myself, I will never be like my mother. I wanted to be like my father, but at the same time, I resented him for being such a patriarch. So I grew up with this inner confusion about what it really means to be a woman and what it means to be a man. And of course, that confusion played out in my relationships. Maybe you can relate to that. Maybe you too have worn armor for years, telling yourself you don't need anyone, while deep down, a part of you is longing to be held, to be cared for, to be seen in your softness. I don't pretend to have all the answers. I'm still on this path. It's trial and error, learning and unlearning, again and again. But here is what I've discovered. I don't have to change who I am. I just have to stop pretending. I don't have to play the role of the strong woman who never needs help. I can show myself fragile. I can cry. I can laugh like a little girl. I can be silly and playful. And you know what? When I imagine myself living from that place, soft, feminine, radiant, I feel lighter. It's as if a heavy armor is melting off my shoulders. I breathe differently. I walk differently. I smile differently. Maybe that's what you need too. To stop proving, to stop carrying the world alone, to allow yourself to receive love and kindness without guilt, to remember that true strength doesn't come from hardness. It comes from openness, from trust, from allowing life to touch you. So here are a few small steps that might help you reconnect with that soft, radiant energy within you. Allow yourself to receive. When someone helps you or gives you a compliment, say, "Thank you. and let it in. Play. Bring back lightness. Sing, dance, laugh at yourself. Show your emotions. Tears are not weakness, they're release. Heal your past. Forgive your parents. They did the best they could, and make peace with your own inner mother and father. Visualize love, not from a place of need, but from a place of openness. See yourself in a loving, supportive partnership. Model love. Even if you're single, model kindness, patience, and joy in the way you treat yourself. And lastly, believe in change. It's never too late. Just like I saw in my father, how even at 90, he could still change. It is never too late for any of us. So, my dear listener, this is where I stand today. I'm still single, but for the first time in years, I feel my heart opening again. And I'm not doing it only for me. I'm doing it for my sons, for their future partners, for the generations that will follow. Because every change we make, no matter how small, ripples outward. It becomes our legacy. And maybe one day, when my sons hold their own children in their arms, they will remember their mother as a woman who dared to grow, who dared to soften, who dared to love again. And if that becomes my legacy, then every struggle was worth it. Thank you for listening to my heart today. If this message spoke to you, take it as a gentle reminder. You are allowed to be real. You are allowed to be soft. And you are allowed to love again. Because love is never lost. It's always there, waiting quietly inside us, until we are ready to open the door. And if you feel called to work with me, please reach out. I would love to help you break through old patterns and step into your new version with ease and love. Thank you for letting me share this very personal story with you. It means so much to me to know that my voice reaches your heart. Until next week, keep living without fear.